Hey guys, welcome to Heat, Happy Energy, Amor Tarot. So, have they moved on? Maybe they have moved on physically, or maybe you've even seen them with someone else. But what about their emotional, space? Have they? See, it's not about the Instagram stories or whatever you see online. It's about the soul memory. What does that hold here? So, we're trying to find out: have they emotionally replaced you? Has someone been, able to take that space that you held, or are they just renting some new distractions while you're still holding that emotional space? So let's see. The first energy we have here is Knight of Inspiration. See, they could have been in a space where they're trying to talk to people, maybe flirting around a little bit, not necessarily, but this is where they're acting charming, or they're inviting attention or liking attention, okay? There's passion, yes, but it smells like a rush job, okay? So there are fireworks, and you're kind of showing like you are so passionate as a person. See, action is louder than emotion here. So probably, some sort of putting on some show is what I feel. This is classic case of, oh, see, I'm moving on from you kind of a thing. So they're trying to fill the emotional vacuum with speed, with momentum, maybe even some spark, which is very surface level, but you can't, replace the depth and dopamine, right? So now we have Wheel of Fortune. See, timing is everything, and right now they're riding on fate, not on feeling. This could be a karmic cleanup, someone entering their life to teach them something, or if they already have somebody in their lives, there's some sort of lessons which are going on here. If they have somebody in their life, this person is not there to stay, is what I get. They're reacting to destiny, not choosing consciously here. Nothing here screams settled or soulful to me. They're not emotionally replacing you. They're just spinning this karmic wheel and hoping it lands on some distraction here. So now, if this is kind of making sense to you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now, Ace of Emotions. See, this is like a tricky one. They're trying to fall again, okay? They want something fresh, something healing, but the heart doesn't lie, right? This is, you gave them their first real taste of emotional depth. Irrespective of if they were with somebody earlier or not, they have not experienced that emotional depth with anyone, that connection with anyone. So this is like, a watered down version. New doesn't mean better, it just means new. So they're testing waters, but the emotional benchmark, it's still you, still unmatched. So they can compare your energy with something new, but it's not matching up. Now we have Queen of Inspiration. See, your energy is still lingering around this person. Your confidence, your charisma, the fire, the unapologetic energy. You didn't just love them, you inspired them. And I have been saying this for last few readings in the last few days. And the inspiration is just showing up irrespective of what deck I use, what kind of reading I do. So you lit something inside them. They now seek in others, but it can't be replicated. They can't find it. They miss the magnetism, even if they won't say it out loud here. See, they're searching for your spark in dull matches. Fire like yours doesn't come with a lighter, Now we have death. See, there is some truth, grief, emotional evolution which they're suppressing, in this new dynamic. Instead of facing the loss that they have, faced, losing you, they're burying it under the, oh, I have changed, I'm a different person now, I don't care, kind of a thing. So, but the transformation doesn't happen just because, you update your playlist to someone new. That's not how it works. So they are in this avoidance mode, emotionally stuck. They're not healed. They're just in this emotional costume, pretending it's Halloween in the soul, kind of a thing. So, yeah. We have Four of Inspiration. See, they have not been able to cut any ties with you. You're still very much in their energy. Superficially, they could say that, oh, I have let go. But spiritually, they're not even close to cutting ties with you. That's just not happening. They may be leaning on friendships or community, safe connection to forget you, maybe meditation or whatever they're doing. They're doing those things, yes. But that soul tie, it's still active here. Especially when they try to celebrate and feel oddly hollow. So that empty chair at their happy table, that's you. See, the cord may be invisible, but it still tugs, especially when things go too quiet or too real. Now we have 8 of voices. Will they return emotionally? They're mentally confused, but this is what we are used to, right? Emotionally trapped, spiritually paused. They want freedom, but don't know how to release the story they had possibly told you or they had with you. See, even if they don't come back physically, mentally, internally, they're not free. They're not free of you. Their own thoughts are their biggest prison right now. They're constantly thinking about you is what I feel from this. See, you were their emotional awakening, and they can't run. They can't, you can't unsee, you can't unknow what you know already, right? So what they felt with you, they cannot unfeel it. How do you do that? So they may try to move on, but their heart is constantly buffering. So I don't see them moving on, honestly. See, what you need to remember here is that you weren't just replaced. You were reflected in their deepest transformation. They may carry, someone new around them, but that's not something that is making them happy. They're still carrying you in their shadow. You have done, your part of emotional heavy lifting here. That's not your weight anymore. You don't need to chase closure from someone who's still running from themselves, because this 8 of Swords energy is that, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do kind of a thing. So let them walk with their distractions. You walk with dignity, you walk with your self-worth, and the knowing that you were never ordinary enough to be replaced. You were the chapter they can't stop rereading, and they can't stop looking for in other people. That was the reading, guys. Thank you for watching.